Today we're going to be doing the file setup for American Truck Simulator modding. Right here I have a folder already on the desktop, and these are the files inside. So I've created a folder called base, def, and we're going to be working on the Western Star today. So inside of here we have uh, the actual SCS file, and we get this out of the install of American Truck Simulator. So in my case, it's programs 86, Steam Apps, Common, American Truck Simulator. And you can see we have the base file here, the definition file here, and then these are all the DLC. And we pulled the Western Star, so I just copied those. I just selected each one, copied them, pasted them in each of these folders. So you can see the defs in here, and the DLC Western Star is in this folder. And the reason we do that is because when you extract these, they actually will have all the folders out here, and you don't want to mix everything up. So I've already did the base because it can take quite a bit of time. Sometimes it can be 10, 15 minutes, depends on your processor. So this one's already extracted, but we will demonstrate how to do uh, the other definition and the Western Star. So I've made a folder here called Tools. And inside here we have the convert pics and the SCS extractor and then our Blender tools because we will be using Blender to model and make our add-ons. So these files can be found on the SCS modding wiki. If you go to tools and you have the game archive, or yeah, the game archive extractor, you're going to want to go here and you're going to want to download this. There's the link there. And you're also going to want the blend tools. The current version is 2.1, which just came out kind of recently, and we're using Blender 2.93, so we'll need the latest version. And then the conversion tools you will also need, but we're not going to be talking about that today. And there's also a GitHub for the convert pics, which is another program we will be using, and all the links will be down in the description of the video. So we've already got all these here. Um, so yeah, to extract the SCS zips, we need this SCS extractor. I've placed it in each of the folders already, so all you do is drag the SCS file over the SCS extractor, and you'll see this little window pop up, and it's extracted. So this is all the definitions. That is perfect. So we will no longer need those files, and we'll do the same thing for the Western Star. Select it, drop it on the SCS extractor, and you can see it's populating all the files in here. And same thing, we can get rid of the SCS extractor and the SCS zip there. I'll be getting rid of the manifest, I don't need that. So this is perfect. And these are all set up now, so that is the file setup that we need to start modding. Now we're going to make another folder here, and we're going to call this EXP files. You can name it whatever you want, but this is we're going to be setting up the files for bringing the Western Star into the Blender. Um, so most trucks that come in Blender or in SCS, they're going to need specific files. So they're going to be found in the base, materials, environment. We're going to select environment, and I'm going to hold control and select the material database file. We're going to need both of these. I'm just going to copy them, and we will put this in the EXP folder. So we're going to have to make a new folder in here. Just call it material. Perfect. And then inside there, we will drop those. And then we're going to have to clean up some of the files in here. So a lot of stuff you can probably, all these blobs and the mirrors can all go. The hood mirrors, we do not need those either. Um, ocean reflections and rain, side mirrors, snow, those can also go. So basically we're going to want the water, actually we don't even want that one. We have the vehicle reflections, the UI vehicle reflections, and then we need static ST, static B, generic T, and generic S. When we basically, you guys can just copy what we have here. Um, we can get rid of the showroom cube, skyline reflections, uh, I didn't even see what was that called. Relightable reflections that can go as well. The icon maker cube that can go. Building reflections, and yeah, that looks good. I think this will work. You guys can just kind of keep this format here, pause the video, and check it. But those are the files we're going to keep in here for right now. And that is that. So we're going to have to go back to the definition files now. Or sorry, correction, the base files again. And then we have vehicle. And we have a share in here. So we're going to need these. And then also under truck, there should be share again, which it is here. We're going to copy this as well. So we have to keep this format of vehicle truck share. So we can just do that real quick. We're going to do that in our EXP. So we're going to make a new folder, vehicle, truck, and then that's perfect. So we're going to copy this out of the base, this share files, and we will paste it in there as that. And then we'll go back to the vehicle share. We're going to need this one as well. Vehicle share. And the reason we need this is just because all the default trucks and trailers are kind of looking for specific files, and you can actually drop the models. We don't need that. We just need the textures. All right, that's perfect. Vehicle share, and all these textures are in here as well. Okay, so all those files are currently encrypted. We actually need to unencrypt them, and the way we're going to do that is using the convert pics. So I'm just going to copy this, go back to our EXP. Actually, I can just paste it here. I'm going to grab our EXP folder, I'm going to drop it on the convert pics, and you're going to see it's going to be the exact same file name. EXP though is on the end of it now, that expanded. So everything is here still, which is perfect. Yep. So the reason we do that is because the TOBJs are encrypted if we don't do that. Just want to make sure we got, yeah, everything looks perfect. Awesome. All right, so we can get rid of the old ones. We don't need these ones anymore. I'm just gonna delete them, and just gonna rename this as EXP file. So we're just gonna keep these around, and you're gonna pretty much just drop these files on any truck that you convert. So like the Western Star that we're gonna be working on. We'll be just dropping it in here once we expand this. So we're going to have to do the same thing for the DLC Western Star since we want to bring it into Blender. So we're going to drop this also on the convert pics. And you're going to see there's a bunch of warnings and whatnot, which is fine. Wait for this to finish. And it's going to make another folder with the exact same name with EXP on the end of it. There it is. So this is the expanded version. So you're going to notice there's only material and vehicle in there, and then in this one there's the auto mats sound, where we're not going to need the auto mats, the def, or the sound. We don't have to worry about that. But the files that we got ready here, this material and vehicle, we can copy those, go back, go into our Western Star EXP, and we can paste those in here. Perfect. All right. So basically, when you're modding with Blender, you're going to be working out of the EXP folder. And when you go to convert it out of Blender to get it into the game format, you will be converting it, or you'll be working in just the Western Star 49X. So this is the converted truck basically, and then all you would have to do is zip this up and drop it in your mods folder. But we'll get to that later. Um, but we've got the Western Star um, ready to bring into Blender, almost. We are still missing one more thing, I believe, which is under the base, and then it's called a unit. You're going to want to copy this. I actually forgot to do this. And we can drop that in our EXP files. So this is like the hookups for all the lighting nodes. So we'll just paste that into our truck here. Awesome, there we go. So now we all have material, unit, and our truck files. So now the truck is ready to bring into Blender. Now in the next video, we're going to get into Blender and setting Blender up for modding in SCS. So now I guess we'll see you in that video. Thanks for watching.